I'm just using hand sanitizer to wash my computer mouse because half of the reason why my hands get sweaty is because the fucking mouse is like already greasy, you know?
Me too. I understand you completely.
But here's the thing. I actually maintain my fucking computer and its accessories on a regular basis. Not daily,
So do I.
but like monthly.
For me,
More
it's more of like weekly because my hands get hella sweaty. So I feel like like every week I
that
have to
and you're
clean
a
it.
fucking kid.
What does that have to do with anything?
Your body's still developing, so it will sweat
Hey
more than
man,
normal.
man, fuck you!
No, I'm
Can't
serious.
do
Like
this.
your
I
body
know.
will develop more fucking oil than when you're fully developed. That's why you have pimples on your face more commonly when you're a teenager than when you're an adult or a kid.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah,
How baked are you and how real was that?
I'm 100% fucking baked. And that's 100% true. I'm in Canada and I get forced to learn shit that I don't necessarily need to know, but it is important and good to know. That's why, as a kid, like as a teenager, it's recommended to shower on a daily basis, and as an
Which I
adult,
do.
it's recommended to shower on uh like every
Bi-daily or
every
bi...
other day, right?
Yeah.
The reason why is because as when you're growing up, your fucking body starts to develop an excessive amount of body oil and a bunch excessive amount of body fat and such that you actually have to burn off. And if you don't, it actually helps you figure out what your body's going to look like. So when it starts to develop a bunch of body fat, you need to
Yeah.
figure out how to burn that body fat. God damn it, another stoner moment. Holy shit. But back to the facts. Um so this is what happens. You will be um, when you're between 13 and 20 years old, your body will develop an excessive amount of body oil, body fats, and all sorts of shit, as well as dandruff and such. And you have to figure out and train your body to actually um, counter that
Stop.
when your body develops. It's when it's fully developed at second stage puberty. Because first stage puberty is when you're like 5. Second stage puberty is when you're between 10 and 14, 10 and 15, something like that. That's when you start to get fucking ball hair, mustache, fucking pube. That's why it's recommended to shower on it daily, but it is safe to shower every other day like a fucking adult. The difference is if you do shower every other day and your body's still producing more oil than what you're used to, you are gonna have to do additional cleaning, like use specific face cleaning material, so you don't get too much oil developed on your face, so it doesn't look greasy, it doesn't look slimy, you don't get pimples. That's why you get pimples, is because it gets greasy and slimy. If you're working a hard working job nowadays, like a construction yard or whatever, it's recommended to shower on the daily as well, because you will get nasty. It's not suggested to shower in the morning, it's suggested to shower in the afternoon as an adult for those reasons as well, because you're going to want to wash all that dirt off your body anyways, and that's mostly what you're washing. So yeah, it's like that's why when you in your development, it's like you really need to train your body about this stuff. And the weird thing is, your memory, like your memory does not fully start to establish until you're hitting 20 or 8 or 19 to 21 years old. 19 to 22 years old is when your memory will start to establish your memory. Not like, it's weird because you got your day-to-day memory and your short-term memory, which is all the shit you learned last year and the year before and such. It's literally like a 3-year span. It's weird. So when you're in high school, you can actually remember grade 10, grade 11, grade 12, because it's like, hey, I remember in grade 10 it felt like yesterday kind of shit, right?
Hmm.
So between 19 and 22, that's when your memory starts to establish its real memory, like it's long-term shit. So like nowadays, I can actually remember a bunch of shit that happened back when I was like fucking 10 years old, but it's not a lot of stuff. It's just stuff that specifically made an impact on my life. It's not like specifically one age though. It's like literally between like 5 years old going forward, so where you're towards your actual current age. And it is possible to memorize the exact time and all that too. It's just it that would have had to take an impact on you as well. Like if a certain date took an impact on you, for example, your birthdays, those are very commonly known and people are very well known to remember it because it's a huge part of your life. Stoner Moments with Rusty. I'm so glad I'm recording this.